That's, I think it's working. That was loud. Okay. Oh, actually. Okay, that's not. All right. This is a bit loud. I don't know. Okay.
From YouTube, John Ventura said, "Hey,
Hey, John. How you doing? All right. Today we're building this. Very simple kit. Very thin box, very light box. Yeah, I did two. I'm doing two Witcher Mercury kits in a row, which is, I mean, partly because I did a tick bang last time and I wanted to like get another kit to try it out with, and see how it looks. Right. Excuse me. Yeah, we're gonna build this thing. It's basically it has I'm assuming a mono eye because it looks like a mono eye. It's a very simple unit that is used for training by the I want to say cadets. It's not a military academy or any sort. Oh, that's fine. It's not some kind of military academy or something. The school in Witcher Mercury is just your usual wielding and witchcraft school type situation, because that's kind of a trope. Like most, I don't know why. Well, I guess modern humans spend most of their lives in school, so that's why I guess it's relatable. If you want to do something aimed at young people, make it happen in school. Some of these days we need to change the world. Yeah. Okay, wait, that's the same picture. Same picture. Is that usually how it does? Goes. Oh, I guess it is. Okay. Only now I notice this. Like the shorter ends have the same, more or less, thing. Oh well, that's random. So what do we have in this thing? We have an antenna. It's not a horn, it's an antenna. And without the antenna, you can clearly see the hole here. So that's part of the thing. It's come with different stickers. Oh. So I guess.
From YouTube, John Ventura said, "Still excited, I won something from the giveaway, but kinda bummed it wasn't the MGSD Barbados XD.
Yeah. I mean, that's congratulations, I guess. Yeah, I don't have. I mean, I have a large backlog, but not a lot of. I don't think I can do like giveaways. One of these days, if I get rich. Well. But anyway, is the MGST Barbados like actually? I need to try and get one of those, see what size it is actually.
From YouTube, John Ventura said, "I saw the HG Barbatorus in HL today. Might get it during their bi-weekly sale."
that's interesting. Do I not have that? Give me a sec.
From YouTube, John Ventura said, I think the MGSD Barbie is almost in 1/144 scale.
I do have it back ordered though. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna buy that again. Okay, so we got a Demi trainer to build today. So it has like GM like front skirts. There's this GM vibes with it, but this has a mono eye and it is a grunt unit, so it feels like a Zaku. So we're gonna call it the Zaku. And the thing is, like, it comes with like multiple stickers. So basically, you're supposed, I guess, to buy at least, well, a bunch of them. There are like grunt units like that you feel like, yeah, I need to buy like multiple of these kits. There was one in like the I want to say Gundam Build Fighters or Divers. It was like a generic training dummy type mobile suit, which was like very fun to build, and it was very, very posable despite being very simple. All right, so we get this thing, and it had like, I think, master grade size hands, so you could like swap out like master grade size hands, well, basically. So all right, so let's get to building this thing. Very simple kit today. Oh, as usual with kit which are Mercury, colorful results can be enjoyed by simply assembling the kit. We shall enjoy those colorful results. Opening the box. Let's toss that over there. Alright, so simple. Hey, we do have a color guide this time. The tick balong didn't hide. Usually just like slap the color by in the corner, like full feature Mercury kits. This one, yeah, has it's. Despite enjoying simple, well, despite enjoying colorful results, we still get a color guide. We do get metallic, sensor part, metallic green. Okay. And
From YouTube, John Ventura said, do you have the expansion set for the Demi trainer?
no, I don't. Well, maybe I have it back ordered somewhere. I don't know. It seems like, well, we'll see. Might get it someday if it's still being made. Oh, it has 3 fingers. That's the thing I liked about it. It's like, it's not pretending to have like multiple, like 5 digits. It only has like 3 fingers, which is simplified. That's what you expect machines to have. Like, you don't need like 5 fingers just to grab something. It's a machine, like, just for the sake of efficiency, it only has like a claw essentially. That's all you need. So yeah, everything becomes a crab because all you need really is a claw, pincers. That's the basic thing you need to grab stuff. All right, so we do get the stickers. They don't usually list stickers. That's different. They don't usually list the stickers in the parts. I may be wrong about that. Let me just check. Yeah, no, they don't usually list stickers as the parts. That's different. We got our runners. We got our color side, of course, which are Mercury. Well, newer Bandai instructions that tell you which runners you're actually going to be using. And you have your black and white side as usual.
From
So
YouTube,
not a lot
John
of,
Ventura said the 3 fingers kinda give it Ninja Turtle vibes.
Yeah, that is true. Wait, dude, how many fingers do they have? I guess they do have. Yeah, they do have 3 fingers. But yeah, it's simplified. You don't need, for a machine, you don't need like that. You don't need like 5 fingers. That's like extreme, like very complicated machinery, and it's like the stuff they're gonna be punching with and using. So basically, it's gonna be a part that's gonna get damaged the most in combat, like wear and tear on like very well. It's gigantic because it's like the scale of it, but still, it's very complicated mechanics to be. Like if you're in the middle of a war, you want like simple things. You want things that can be maintained easily and replaced and manufactured quickly. All right, let's get these. Out. Okay. Part fell out. You account for that, so let's just check, make sure, aside from this one, everything else seems to be here. Runner C, runner A, just a quick scan here. Try to see if there's any empty spots. Nope, runner A is fine.
From YouTube, C003, but said when watching the show for the first time with some friends, the first thing that came to mind during the school scenes is why the hell are these kids given access to actual MS instead of VR training?
Because it's Harry Potter. It's school for like witchcraft and mobile suit to read, whatever. So basically, yeah, it makes no sense. Why are they training to use mobile suits? It's like an elite school, I guess, for like business. It's a business school essentially, because all the people who go there are like rich kids of CEOs and things. It's a private school in space. Although there are like commoners there, I guess. Yeah, it's your typical school story type thing. So you get stickers for different factions. So basically, I guess this is Gryffindor. One of the other ones, Purple House, House of Yellow, and of course the Pink Ranger. Hey, you can do a Sentai thing. There's a Blue Ranger, Red Ranger, Pink Ranger, Yellow, and of course the Purple Ranger, which has there ever been a Purple Ranger? Wait, hold on.
From Twitch, Dark Sibyli said gotta raid and run,
Wait,
but I
that's
hope you
raided?
have a good night, nerd.
Oh, I get people on Twitch. Well, I don't get notifications when people on Twitch do things. I don't have that set up. Hey, Doc. Well, I guess you run off. Well, go eat something, I guess. As the Gorgon has taught me, we're supposed to ask you to go eat stuff. So, Dark Sibyli on Twitch, hello. And do make yourselves comfortable. I don't know, sometimes the sound on Twitch goes weird, so it's a bit more better setup on YouTube. Alright, so we got our
From YouTube,
Sentai
C003, but said something cool I've noticed is that the different companies do produce their own line of mobile suits with their characteristics. All the different Gundams reflect their company.
Yeah, that is true. That's the thing I kind of like. That's the thing that struck me about Witcher Mercury is it was about we were being taught about corporations, because it's basically a battle between corporations, which is kind of part of the like subplot of a lot of the Gundam shows, especially like the HGUC ones. It's like this company makes these mobile suits. It's like Anaheim. What are the other ones? The ones on the that is the one on the moon. Anaheim. I think I only remember Anaheim Electronics and the other ones whose names escape me right now. But basically, yeah, it's like the subplot is like it's not like a subplot. It's like the backstory. Like there are these several companies that make mobile suits, and they're all like competing. There's like industrial espionage, which was kind of a big thing back in the 70s, 80s, early 90s, I guess.
From YouTube, C003 but said there's the Fair Act, the Schwarzette, and the Earth mobile suits follow different philosophies. Hell, the Earth Gundams are the most classic-looking Gundams in the series. Real, square, and simple.
Yeah. It's not HGUC, is it? Alright, so let's get tools and stuff. Well, it is not. It is Stellar. Stella or Stellar? I think it's Stella calendar or Stellar calendar. The time zone thing, not time zone, the era that we're in. Alright, so what do we start with? Head A, B, C. Okay, well, all of them. So we get. Oh, this is B. B2. I don't know, people who came in on Twitch are still there. Probably not. Yeah, you just came and went. I don't have any setup of anything to like notify me that something's happening on Twitch. Twitch is like my secondary thing. I apologize for that. Well, I don't apologize for that. They need to fix their bugs if they want me to take them seriously. I mean, I started out on YouTube and I was like, should I go on Twitch? Must I? Do I have to? And now I did. Okay, we need C, 26, 25, 27. Basically this row, which is a nice thing about Wish for Mercury. Most of them anyway. They will try to group the parts that you need together, so you're not lost essentially. So that's all we need for the head. And then A, O2. It's always a bit concerning when you're clipping hard material like this. Like, is it gonna dull my runners? Not my runners, my nippers.
From YouTube, M1E1NH Kwang Vu Sedayo.
Hey yo, how you doing? Welcome. Do stay a while and enjoy the very simple thing that we're building today. Okay, is those aren't. Oh, those are nubs. What am I looking at here? It has this little mechanism on the head, which I find quite endearing. I mean, it's funny. I like it. This little, basically clip thing to like. The pilot isn't in the head, but somehow it has a latch
From
mechanism.
YouTube, M1E1NH Kwang Vu Seta Grunt Unit. Cool.
Yeah, I should have bought like a bunch of these because it comes with like Sentai colors. Except I don't think there's Purple Ranger.
From YouTube, C003, but said barely even a grunt unit. It's a school training unit law.
Yeah, but like everybody gets one. It's a training unit, but still. Like in the context of which, like most of the story takes place in the school. So like it's the unit that everybody uses. Well, the poor people use the Demi trainer. It's for the commoners, the people who can't afford fancy, what's it called? Fancy sponsored. Yeah, that's the thing. Sponsoring. Felt like, I don't know, NASCAR? I don't know, like something weird. But it's like, yeah, Wish for Mercury, it's less about war, more about like corporations competing. There's no war going on. Well, aside, I guess, from like the general slow civil kind, not civil war, so like oppression of the Earth people, Earth sphere.
From YouTube, M1E1NH Kwang Vu said, should I buy the Deep Stricker MG chat?
That's a big one. If you can afford it, yeah. I mean, the thing, I don't like super busy. That's just my opinion, but I don't like super busy mobile suits. like kits that like just have gigantic backpacks or things, accessories, just like to like pile on details. I like simple ones that have lots of gimmicks built in rather than needing extras around. But yeah, MG Striker, I definitely get it.
From YouTube, C003, but said in universe, if you have your own MS, then you're allowed to use it. Otherwise, you get the Demi trainer. I'd if it was allowed or not in universe, but Choo Choo did modify hers for combat.
It's not. There's nothing about it in the school rules, so we're following Airbud rules here. So we take A2, put it in B. Do we need? Huh. Okay, hold on. Cheat mod. Okay, I'm stuck in there. Should have done that first. Okay. So before we do that, let's first turn the lights on. I forgot. And apparently doing this off camera, I feel. That's better. Nope. Too close, too far. What are you doing? I need to fix this thing holding my camera here. So reduce the size of the pegs a little bit. And then, let's see, where do you even go?
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwong Vu said maybe you should review G Savior Sarai line. Most flopped Bandai kit line.
G Savior? Hold on. Do I have those? I think I... No, I don't. Maybe I don't. Is it like SD? If it is, I don't touch SD kits that much. Okay, trying to get this thing on there. What I'm trying to do is like have this a bit glowy. Right now it doesn't have a backing. There's nothing behind it. So what you can do is try to kind of sort of maybe attempt this thing here. And way to go. Let's hope I can actually peel that off now.
From YouTube, C003, but said honestly the G Savior's design is pretty cool. I don't like the arms, but overall it has a lot of jet engine DNA designed into it.
From what series is it though? Is it the name of the mobile suit, which is G Savior, or is it something else?
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwong Vu said only HGG Savior exists because the live action and the PS2 game so flopped they decide to forget its existence completely. Last mention in Build Fighter 2014.
So it's not. So it might be like if it's a rare kit, I don't know if I can even find it. So I don't think I have it. Ah, come on. Where did it fall off to?
From YouTube, C003, but said G Savior was a live action movie. Like old live action, but the fighting is decent for the time.
Was it like the one with basically, well, Western actors The one we got the meme from Char. Like the weirdly laughing Char guy. Was a live action from Japan. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm doing like a little thing here. I don't know if that's
from YouTube. M1E1NH Kwong Vu said yes, white Western dude pilot Gundam.
Yeah, I remember. Like, I tried watching it. I kind of skipped through most of it though. Okay, that didn't do shit. Look at that. Oh, a little bit, I guess. It just adds a little bit of reflection in the back. Just a little bit. Okay, so that took a long time. But we got something. Alright, so then... That's the funny thing about this thing. It's like, you have like a... like old... I saw, I kind of like had an old pressure cooker once. I kind of had like a thing that across the lid and you kind of locked it. Did you make those for like popping corn or something? I forget. Rice thing? It reminds me of that. So basically, the head is the lid. And for some reason, it needs like a thing to hold it in place. Otherwise, it's going to eject. Okay, now it's not, doesn't want to go in. Why? Okay, let's try that again. Okay, there we go. Yeah. It has like an ejector thing for the head there. So we patch in. We patch in. We don't want to. Why are you not patching in? Oh, this one. Wrong side. There we go. And
from YouTube, M1E1NH Kwong Vu said G Savior, it's a failed international expansion for Bandai. They made things so terrible. The HGG Savior line have only one single kit.
let me see if it exists. I don't know if I even had it.
From YouTube, C003 but said I've been checking around, and Katabukiya has done so many AC kits for the 4th gen that I didn't even know, and they don't sell online of obscure enemy ACs. I see them on Obey occasionally.
I have the G Savior backordered. Whatever that means. So eventually I should get it, like in a few years, assuming Bandai ever makes them again, which, I mean, they haven't cancelled it, they haven't like discontinued the G Savior. There we go, head. I don't think this is connecting all the way though. There's like a weird little gap there, which is kind of... I mean, it's because I put the foil sticker in there. I mean, this fitting fine. There's a little tiny gap. Oh well. Alright, so we got the head, which took a bit longer because I decided to add a bit of reflective foil in the back behind the eye, behind the like glass, just to like give it a little bit of something or other. Alright, so we got the head. Now we move to the body. This is not a very complicated kit. Shouldn't take too long to build. Okay, so we need C122. Was that the one? Oh yeah, that is the one. Wait a minute. No, that's 27. No, that's 22. Okay. 22. C22. Yep. 22, 21. These. That. Okay, the whole thing. Whatever, I'm gonna get the whole runner because there's not that many parts.
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Huang Vu said not counting that G Savior game alone is so suck, is one of the worst game in the whole Gundam franchise.
Oh, it has a stick. But yeah, I do have the G Savior like back ordered. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get it though. It's like it's not. It's like I guess it's not on the priority of things Bandai is trying to do. Like they came out with a line of like poop. Basically, they sell clay, so you make your poop characters. It's basically shaped like poop. It's an Unko line of kits. They have time to do that. They should be like feeling like just doing all the like the older kits, like all the stuff that people have been ordering over time and they're not manufacturing. They should be doing that instead of like coming up with new stuff. For a while, at least.
From YouTube, C003, but said whenever it becomes available, I want to get Anfang's model kit. It's the AC1 poster guy, and he looks so cool. Goddamn 90s mecha designs went hard.
The Anfang kit. I mean, yeah, Kotobukiya will like if it's a Kotobukiya kit, they will not. What the heck? They're putting like barriers here so that I can't nip this thing. What is wrong with these people? There's like little barriers here so I can't like reach in, and like it's blocking the. You can't reach in with your nippers because there's like little things poking out. That's rude. They don't want you to like trim this? What? Oh, well, anyway. Yeah, I mean the problem is also my problem I'm gonna have, well I have now, and probably gonna keep getting worse, is the amount of space that I can have available. It's like I do want to get, there's lots of kits I want to get. Why is this? Is there a window here? What is going on with this thing? There are kits that I want to get, but oh, I forgot the stick. The baton. The thing this is for police brutality. So basically, this could be a police unit. It has a baton. A baton. Not a baton. A riot stick. This pile of C.
From YouTube, C003, but said Kotobukiya did release their own Anfang model kit all the way back in the early 2000s, but it's just not available to buy anywhere.
Yeah.
We know they exist because some collectors do have it, but still.
Yeah, that's the thing. Kotobukiya will not. They don't usually do that. Bandai does it. They will. If enough people like back order, like order a thing, they will like make a new batch. Or they just have some schedule internally, I guess. They decide like when they're going to
From YouTube,
go back and
M1EA1NH Huang Vu said my build experience with Kotobukiya is that some of their have terrible joint design like the EVA 13.
That's most people's experience with Kotobukiya. Well, not joint design necessarily. It's like parts just fall off over time. Okay, so I need C22, and on that I need this thing, which goes on what? Okay, where's the rest of the parts? Ah, okay, it goes over here. Oh, okay. So that goes on there.
From YouTube, C003, but said I got an Eva when it's pretty good, but the shoulder things will collapse if you look at him wrong. From YouTube, C003, but said from Katabukia.
This thing doesn't want to stay still. That's a very thin piece, and the smaller the sticker, the less likely it is they will stick. So from B, I need B16, B17.
From YouTube, M1E1 and H Kwong Vu said the EVA 13 have too big gigantic at its shoulder. The design is flaws is always drop when I am try to touch it.
Like Evangelion kits? They don't usually have big shoulders.
From YouTube, C003 but said same. From YouTube, C003 but said same. From YouTube, M1E1 and H Kwong Vu said they have shoulder flaws.
Big shoulder flaws. Okay.
From YouTube, C003, but said Evangelion Unit 01.
Alright, so we need C. Let's get those nubs out just a little bit because it is internal parts, but it could cause interference. Alright, we take this guy, we put this on with the bit over there. Like when these kits came out, like the thing that was impressive was like the fact there was absolutely no polycaps. Very impressive, and then like at this point we're kind of used to it now. But it is kind of impressive. This is fully polystyrene, there's absolutely no polycaps. Which was kind of the problem with like tolerances, I guess. They couldn't quite get it right, so they had to use a softer material, which was a bit more, well, tolerant. And we need that thing to go where? This is C21. Do they even correct their flaw? Like, Kotobukiya does reissues of kits.
From YouTube, M1E1 and H Kwong Vu said they just kept them intact with a piece so small, it can't barely hold the shoulder piece. If it's small like EVA 1 is still playable, but if it's the gigantic wings like EVA 13, it will never kept it.
I see what you mean. So they're trying to like put like too much weight on a small piece. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Kotobukiya does like reissues every now and then, so I kind of wonder, do they even bother like fixing if there's flaws like that? But I don't know if they did like a reissue of. So we need A3, which is this thing. I don't know. I feel like I should get a bunch of these. Just to get all the Sentai colors. Should I? 1, 2, 3. I need an extra 4. How much are these? Okay, not too expensive. a limit of 3 per person. Ah. May need to like buy them again twice. What to do? I mean, this is tempting. Like they give us stuff like that and like expect us not to get a bunch. Honestly. What's up with you, Bandai?
From YouTube, C003, but said MY Eva 01 kit has the shoulder joints. And above those, there's a ball joint that holds in place those funky shoulder towers, so they angle along the arm when it moves.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not a tight fit at all.
Those like, yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah.
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwang Vu said only good Katabukiya model kit is girl kit and their mecha design because of their A Evangelion. They so much flaws that is solved by Bandai.
I see what you mean. What does that do? That does not seem right. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now we need... That is 1. Let's put the sticker on there. 4. It says here... That is impressive. 4 or 6, 8... That basically is like you have lots of options. So I guess I'll go with a red unit for now. I'll go with a red one. So basically this is a red team. Oh wait, that's a wrong. Okay, let's put that on there. So I need to get that to fit.
From YouTube, M1E1NH Kwang Vu said RG Eva by Bandai made done so much better.
Yeah, I've been trying to get those. I should have got them when they came out. I missed that chance. I've been trying to get a copy of those ever since.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said hello, how have you been?
Hey Marcel, how you doing? I've been doing, I guess, okay, sort of. As bad as everybody else, I suppose. Or as good as everybody else, depending how you look at it. How are you doing? They were building the Demi trainer, which has stickers, which makes it tempting to want to buy 4 of these. Then you have a full Sentai unit. Well, 5 of these. It's 5. There's 5 stickers. They're telling you to make a Sentai unit. Super Sentai unit. Or is it Super Sentai? It is. They're always 5. 5 Rangers. So they're forcing you to buy. I need to get 4 more of these. That's what it feels like right now. Alright, so you'd go. Okay. There, try to line that up. Wait, am I in frame? Oh, I am.
From YouTube, C003 but said I've heard the Meng Eva kit is the best Eva kit. But like, damn, it's way too huge, not that expensive like half a PG where I live, but it's still quite the sum of money.
I was never like that big into Evangelion. It is from like the 90s. It's surprising people are still like. Well, then again, it's the people who were kids back in the 90s and now they have money because they're working
From
adults.
YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwang Vu said lol, but sometime Bandai have so much flaws. Katabukiya is nothing, like the freaking Gundam Astrea type FMGP Bandai. They strayed using the old 2008 Exia frame which is already flawed. They made it 2022.
Don't usually need to pre-drill. Which from Mercury kits. Not usually. But I just feel like it now. There we go.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said I'm okay.
Glad to hear that. Oh, forgot a piece. Damn it. Oh, Bandai has been making kits for like a very, very long time. They all have. It's like there's not a lot of new companies that show up. They do make like one or two kits and they just kind of just disappear. But Bandai just doesn't just do kits. It's like a whole. It's a conglomerate. They do like all sorts of entertainment things. So they got money to like spread around. If they need to like do something different, well, they can take money from like their other. Look at that. This is nice. It's a nice thing about like a lot of them have like very, very generous torso bends. It's very nice. Okay, so that's all we do for the. That's the torso. Oh no, wait, we need the back. Almost forgot this. So let's see, does it slide in? Not quite. Number 2, just a little bit.
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwong Vu said, and a P Bandai tradition, printing useless parts to increase price.
Yep.
The Astria Type F have runners of EXIA. You just could build a red EXIA if you want to.
That's one of the reasons I don't like. They are interesting. There are like some kits which are P Bandai exclusive. You're like, why not? It's kind of annoying they don't give that poor people access to it, which is what I feel is like what they're doing. This is not bad. Look at that. Very simple, square, blocky, but yeah, very nice. All right, so we got that. That's the torso. Red torso, the Red Ranger version. So now we do the arms. Try to pick up the base. So this is pile of C, so I'm going to do a big old pile of B. The plastic for Mercury kits is usually very soft, very easy to cut. Makes it pleasant to build. I'm gonna try to get. I might try if I. Okay, I need to think about this for a second. The annoying situation we're in right now. I'm in the U.S., United States, and because of the dumbass in charge, we have tariffs on everything, and they recently added tariffs for like small. Like under $800 US shipments, which is most of what I get. So now I have to pay like an extra $80. If it's less than $800, you have to pay $80 extra. So a lot of my kits, the stuff I ordered, I can't get. Right, I'm kind of waiting to see what happens because.
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwong Vu said P Bandai is what so much everybody worried about Bandai development. They made them put never actual put in the effort, but rather making money movement, they reprinting stuff, miscolor, etc.
But yeah. As I was saying, currently tariffs are preventing me from buying kits. That doesn't matter, I guess. I mean, I could buy them off Amazon, but they're still like more expensive. Everything's like slightly more, well, quite a bit more expensive compared to before. I need to see how that all works. First world problems, I guess. Well, a particular country's problems. Oh, nice feet. Oh, except I guess not so nice. The bottom is hollow, which this is what indicates this is the kind of a cheap kit. Like the bottom is hollow. They didn't put the effort of making it a bit more, well, filling in the bottom detail essentially. It's because it's a grunt unit, so they're not gonna put all that extra effort in there. Okay.
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwang Vu said, and in the big 2024-2025 they reprint the Red Astrea Type F to the Astrea, still have same old DZF frame and a lot of useless runner.
But yeah, I guess like the older P Bandai kits are like that. But there are some of the newer stuff. It's like they're P Bandai exclusive. Sometimes they're just like normal, well, just regular mobiles that appeared in a certain show, and then they just like put this one. No, this one's special. I'm gonna put it in P Bandai. Yeah, that's all the runners. That's all the parts for this one. Make a nice little pile of B over here. And from A, we will need probably this whole thing. So we just get all of these out. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the back. Okay. For the longest time, like, you couldn't even buy P Bandai, depending on the country you were living in. They only recently changed that, or at least like it probably still restricted to some countries.
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwang Vu said Astrea, the Gundam color, have nothing new beside the Proto-GN gun, still have joint flaws from P Bandai Astrea Type F. Bandai are so lazy, they want to make quick cash.
Well, I mean, depends. They do have, yeah, I mean, they do, like, sometimes it's like, why bother make something, just like issue a new kit, which is just reusing a bunch of other parts. But then again, they do make new stuff from time to time, and it's really impressive. Probably shouldn't be complaining as much, but yeah, the P Bandai stuff I don't think is, that's just not fair. Which is kinda, you gotta respect some of that. Like, other manufacturers would just like they'll discontinue an old, they're sticking to their mistakes, I guess, sometimes. So that's pile of A. What else do we need from A? A14 to make the arms here. Nice big burly arms. But they like, yeah, they stick to their mistakes. Like if there's a flaw in the kit and they reprint the kit, they're not going to correct that flaw. It's going to be the same flaw. Which you kind of gotta respect. Like it's a choice they made. They could have discontinued it and say, okay, we're gonna remake this with the. Although they have done that before, I feel. There was like some, was it Shinanju or something with like the ABS frame, and they made another one without the ABS frame. Sometimes they do cave to pressure. or maybe always cave. I don't know. I feel like sometimes they cave to pressure too much. Few people complain about articulated hands in the real grades, and then suddenly even perfect grade kids don't have articulated hands anymore. The PG Unleashed RA78-2 doesn't have articulated hands, which is crazy for perfect grade. Yeah, I can't get mad at things I'm never going to buy, to be honest. Like the Bandai stuff. I'm like, yeah, I don't like the fact that it exists, but I'm not gonna get mad about it. There are like third-party kits are getting more and more. Well, they're getting better. Ah, crap. Oh well, nobody's gonna notice that. Kind of shaved a little bit extra there. I accidentally cut off a little bit. Yeah, third parties are getting better, but the problem I have, like most of them are they're excessive. They like have lots and lots of bits and pieces just hanging on top of it, and they don't really make like the kind of mobile suits that I'm interested in, which is the Xeon style. It's not blocky, it's not like super robot kind of thing, that Earth Federation type. Still waiting on the Axis Aerial Dominator, the Solomon kit. Basically the master grade Kshatriya that came out. Apparently nobody knows when that's going to be in stock. So that's all they. Okay, I hope. Well, we'll see if I forgot anything. So on the little pile over here. Alright, so let's build these arms and basically everything else really quick. Alright, so we need B 11 12 times just one? No, we need two. Nope. What? Oh, that is correct. Okay.
From YouTube, M1EA1 and H Kwong Vu said, but I have to admit, new Bandai kit have strong breakthrough. They decrease using polycap, which could your Gundam cripple after a long time posing, and the plastic quality is better and better.
Yeah, when is this kit from? Oh, 2022. Did I get the date? I got the date wrong on the video description there. It's from 2022, which is recent. Yeah, most newer kits, Bandai have basically like changed. They stopped using polycaps. Which is nice. They still, well, they will still kind of like reprint old kits which use polycaps and still manufacture those. Which again, you gotta respect. But then I'm gonna say no, we're not just not gonna do any polycaps. I mean, they might do that at some point. They might say like, okay, we're not gonna, no more polycaps ever. So all the old kits are gonna be that are like out there are suddenly gonna become very, very expensive. They're gonna be collectors items. So we need this. No, not this. What is this? Oh, I skipped the part. Okay, I need A18, A19. I skipped the part. I skipped the instructions. So we start with A6, A8. No, I'm talking about A6, A8. There we go. Or is that it? That's not it. Not at all. Where? What the? Okay, there we go. A6, A8, A12.
From YouTube, M1E1NH Kwang Vu said fun fact that Gundam, or Zaku design is actually TWRable for war. Because humanoid is very complex shape to made, our body have a lot of muscle and bone, and once is trip, it could fall.
Yep. So I was saying earlier, like the 5-finger thing, why does it have a face? I mean, it is fiction. That's the whole. People who like, well, I guess if you think about it for a second, you're like, okay, that's not practical. But the whole point isn't practical. It's like, it's a work of fiction. But then again, modern, like in the set, like olden day fiction, people were like, oh yeah, it's fiction. It's fine. We can do that in fiction. These days, people don't like it when their fiction isn't accurate. Their fiction doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, it's terrible. No, we need to cancel this. There's a nub right on the detail there. So you're gonna have to file it carefully. It's the advantage of using a file. Straight edges. Once again, with lots of scratches. The plastic is softer. Also means like it scratches much easier. Okay, so let's try this. So A8 seems to be like this one. It looks symmetrical enough. A6, or is it this one? I think it's this one. Yep, A6. It pops in there. It's like a little. The design there is kind of like it grips the inside. So this is the. Oops, wrong one.
From YouTube, M1E1NH Kwang Vu said also humanoid mecha design is harder to be fixed. They need more support and properly broke. If you're talking a war design, it's properly a gun tank or Zaku tank.
But it still has a face and arms. Why does it have a face? Okay, that goes under. Oh, okay. Does it clip? It does not touch in. So, like so. Okay. And then we just take A17. I don't like, there's no, like, most, why, like, if they made, okay, there is, what's it called, Girls in Panzer, which is accurate tanks, accurate war machines, but the only reason you would watch that, it's for the cute girls, right? It's kind of the thing. Like, if it was like reasonable, there's no interest except for like the majority of people wouldn't care about it because it's realistic. It's basically a documentary at this point, a science fiction documentary, kind of. Which, I mean, yeah, it has people would. Some people would like that. Most people wouldn't care about it though. So you gotta make it have a face.
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwang Vu said they just need arms and face. Because the tank's design is far more reliable, easy to fix, it have arms that extend at fire rate than a tank. It could cover any angle. Also, tank is easier to move in terrain.
I think part of the
From
whole
YouTube,
thing is like,
Marcel Mendieta said, would a Hildolfer be better than?
it still has arms. It has a tiny. I have the Hildolfer. That's the whole reason I bought. It was a gigantic. It's about this big, fully assembled. It's like huge, right? It's a 1/1.4 scale, but it's huge. But it has. It's basically a Zaku. Well, a kind of Zaku-like top without the Zaku face, but it has a gigantic cannon. So yeah, I mean, it is. The arms make it more interesting. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing to have the arms, but you stop and think about it for a second. It's like, why does it have arms and a face? This makes it impractical. But otherwise it wouldn't be as interesting. There's like those scenes where people are terrified of the Gundam like appears angry. That was the kind of part, I guess, part of his like psychological warfare type thing. Let me just cut this while I'm here. Okay, no, maybe not. I'll do that in a minute. This is gonna be for later. So, okay, so I'm building the arms. This is A17, trying to build both arms at the same time here as usual. A17 and A15, A16. It's part of the romance, I guess. The whole, it's a whole thing. Like, the romance as in like, well, it's romantic. It's like, what's the word again? It's a whole fiction thing. Like, why do we have...
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwang Vu said that why Xian copy gun tank to Zaku tank? It far more easier to fix than an actual Zaku.
Can't remember the lore. I feel like the Federation had mobile suits, but before... because what I remember reading was that the Zakus were the original design. The Zakus were basically tractors. They were basically just like vehicles, like things, like basically EVA suits. EVA as in like outer space like things to like work in outer space, because the people living in the colonies had to do a lot of work in the vacuum of space, and they could do that in their normal suits, which are just spacesuits, or they could do it in the mobile suit, which is basically a giant version of a normal suit. And it was all goofy looking. What is this? This is not. Oh, there it is. That's not A. This is A15, A17. The point is, eventually, at the end of it all, for the story, it doesn't make sense to have a face and arms and legs. Like most people who like think about like modern day. Am I missing it? Oh, there it is. I'm not missing a piece. I thought I was missing a piece. Nope, I'm not. Like modern day like story writing, the classic Gundam doesn't really appeal anymore. People want realism. That's why you had for a while, like we had like egg type design, like lots of mechas with like the arms, like the main body is basically just a barrel, kind of like Sakura was. Sakura was from the 80s technically, but that design kind of came back for a while. Lots of like things like that. There's still people who like the classic, just because it's well, it's classic. It's a classic design because it's stuff from your childhood. They do it like that to interest kids. It's a giant robot design. The whole. I mean, I'm probably not describing it right. Anyway. It has arms and legs and a head. It is required. It is the law. And so it shall be. We're just gonna occasionally complain about it, like, okay, it would be easier to maintain if it didn't have all these. Okay, so then we take A14, slide that on top of this, just to make sure that we take all the nubs and slide that in there. Nice. And slide to make sure we make sure we have all the nubs taken care of. And just slide that on there. And with this on the outside, that's what decides which one is left and right, I guess. Or does it turn? Oh, it does turn, so it doesn't matter. So we just pop that on there. So it just clips on there, which is interesting. There we go. Batch in. Slight batch in.
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwong Vu said, I mean they solve energy source by using Minovsky Ultra Compact. But a humanoid design is still inefficient. Like if they have no booster, they would just be piece of junk.
True. Oh, wait a minute. I'll just do this. There we go. This is symmetrical enough. Alright, so we need on top of that. I'm only half looking at the instructions. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay. So we need. What is that? A18. So we're going to the black and white side now. A18. Looks like these. That's probably like scholarly, like people who are very smart have, well, who like to think they're very smart, who've been debating why do giant robots need to have arms and face and a leg. the bottom line, it looks cool, so we keep doing it. Even, well, I feel like even if like, well, it's gonna be difficult for you to build like a realistic. Although we could, basically Metal Gear Rex is a realistic mecha. It looks like a dinosaur, but it is bipedal because it needs to like walk on terrain that a tank wouldn't be able. Like that's the theory anyway. It should be bipedal to be able to walk on terrains that a tank wouldn't be able. Would basically flip over if it had to. But like then again, it's like it's not very. You're gonna climb a side of a mountain that's a bipedal thing at this size. You're gonna fall over and collapse anyway. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It's not actually
From
implementable.
YouTube, and
but
letter
yeah.
1EA1NH Kwong Vu said, I did watch you posing the Noble Gundam, and why it's stuck in the wall.
Nobody knows why it's stuck in the wall. It just ended up that way. You know how it goes. Suddenly you're doing something and the girls get stuck in places. And then they ask for help and things happen. You know how it goes. But yeah, she seemed like okay being there, so. She had a friend with her. She was talking. There was no. It's just like I was trying to. Don't sure where I was going with that. So, but it exists now. So I just put it out there. Okay, so we got our Ninja Turtle hands here. We need the cover. The back of it is B15. Get the nubs out.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said, except for the small feet, only God knows how he can keep his balance.
Gyroscopes. That's how like lots of, well, you see them from time, like the robots that are being built right now. Like there's a bunch of companies trying to build like humanoid robots, bipedal ones. They're getting like, well, fairly good at like keeping balance. Like humanoid side's very good at like there was a demo. I don't know if it's real or not. There's a demo of nope, that's the wrong one. There was a demo of like a bipedal robot doing like fight moves, I guess, essentially. And was like very good at keeping balance. So this is like gyroscope, things that like help it not fall over. Okay, wrong side. So I just flip it over. And like so. Nope. Well, eventually we'll get the right one. So, okay, this one's the right orientation. Okay, that you're supposed to go like that. And you're supposed, yeah, you were right. I was right. And there we go. There you go. 2 arms. The only difference really is just this one part here, which is not even worth. They put the left arm and right arm separate, but the only difference really, yeah, A12, 15, 16, 14. Yeah, it's exactly the same instructions for most of it. Yeah, B12. Just the only difference really is the yeah, and they are symmetrical once you assemble it. So there was really no point in any of this. Like we have like extra instructions. This is like pull the arms. So basically both arms are done. Let's move on to the legs. Alright, so we need B13. Like yeah, but we are like they're getting better at making like bipedal robots that can keep their balance in most situations. Remember the Boston Dynamics people who were like torturing robots? Just well, not well, kicking them essentially, trying to make them fall over. There was always a one guy in all the videos was kicking the robots. That was a while ago. There's like lots of Chinese companies were making well, lots of different companies just for the hell of it, they're just making bipedal robots. So B13 times 2. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Right under my face. So, and they do have the thing that keeps it upright is just a giant, like a very fast spinning. It's a wheel basically. It's through inertia essentially keeps it from falling over. The spinning wheel, that wheel is spinning in one axis, another one in another axis, and you will try to push it, and the inertia will try to keep it. What is in motion stays in motion type thing, physics, laws of motion, Newton, which is kind of false. Not the laws of motion, but like, I mean, history repeats itself. Lots of like stuff that is attributed to like a bunch of Europeans and whatnot were basically discovered like hundreds of years ago by other people in the East. Because civilization back there was already very advanced centuries before the West. It just doesn't get, because the records don't survive or didn't get distributed. Nobody knows about it. Well, few people know about it. Stuff about the laws of motion was already discussed back in Persia a while ago. No, by the way, if anybody's new here, do consider subscribing on YouTube, or just give it a like or something like that. It's always helpful. I should be repeating this more often. I keep forgetting to ask people kindly. But yeah, you don't have to ring any bell. You can subscribe and mute notifications. That's fine. It would be nice though if you came back every now and then. Keep us company. Okay, I don't need this just yet. This weird looking contraption, which is A31. Get the nubs out real quick. Okay, so we need A and B13, A21, A31. Yep, pop that in there. Times 2, and then we need B6. It's impressive they managed to like. Okay, I guess I see how they did that. Because this part is flat, otherwise it would have been difficult. I don't know, I would still be able to do it, I guess. It's like injection molding usually requires you to have like, you can only have like 2 halves, so you need to be able to separate it. When you look at this, it's like impressive to be able to like have a hollow there, a hollow there, so it's like in 3 directions. Which is why Bandai is like kind of the leader when it comes to these things. It's a very difficult shape to make. Well, the solution was known, I guess. Difficult just means like manufacturing. They need to justify the expense of changing the way the manufacturing line are set up to be able to do that on a large scale. That's kind of the problem. Capitalism makes it harder for innovation because you have to justify the cost. And people who are making a profit don't want to change a thing that is already making them a profit. So we're progressing slowly, or like at a way that's very inefficient. We're going fast, but it's like very inefficient. Humanity could have been going, like, making much more progress were it not for the profit motive.
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwang Vu said, I mean your short is very good. Only thing is have just like 15k to 300 views. Is peak, but why YouTube just can't show the peak in their FIP?
Oh, I guess because I don't. You should tag it FYP. I feel like it's a bit, I don't know, much. Because I'm not doing this, well, I'm not doing this to like be famous. Feels weird to me. I'm just doing it for fun. Or at least trying to.
From YouTube, John Ventura said, Mac, call it a night. Have a
Alright.
good one.
A good night, John. These are A20, no, A33 plus A26. It's like YouTube shows my content for a little while and then it stops, because I think the way it works is like they assume like if they'll show it to like a few thousand people and be like, okay, now after we're done showing it, it depends on these people whether if they like it or not, they will share it. If they don't share it, it just means that it's not popular content, so we're not gonna bother showing it more. Alright, so this is A20. No. We don't have anything showing the back of it, but I do have my metallic markers now. So just to touch up, well, I don't know, what color should I put this? Let's try this. No, that's even worse. Looks pink. Thought it'd be red. Oh wait, I do have red. Damn it. It's more like glossy than metallic, really.
From YouTube, M1E1NH Kwang Vu said, I forgot that Takara Tomy is making kit, like Zoid.
Yeah, they're the people who invented Transformers. Transformers is a Takara Tomy thing. That's the whole point, like, they make those to sell toys. Well, they make toys which are going to appeal to kids, therefore they look like humanoids, but robots. That's the whole point. And then these kids grow up and because they were educated basically by the toys that they have, they assume like, oh, robots must have arms and legs and a face. they must be shaped like people. Even though it doesn't make any sense to do that. If you think about it for a second. So basically that's why you have, well, I just explained why we have humanoid mecha type things here. That's the explanation, really. I was talking about, like, it's fiction to appeal to people. The reason it appeals to people because they were educated to think this is what it's supposed to look like. If it's a fictional robot, it has to have an arm and a leg, arms and legs and a head and a face. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. It's like how most of the enemy units don't have a face; they have a mono eye. Because the enemies don't have a face. But yeah, all sorts of philosophical questions surrounding mechas. It's like how, like, for a while in the 90s, 80s, 90s, like, if you had a robot android, they had to have like an antenna. They had to have like antennas over the ears. The ears had to be satellite phone antennas. That's how you knew, oh, that's a robot. Alright, so what am I doing? So A22 plus A23 and A20, so turn it this way and that way. Bachin. There we go. Bachin.
From YouTube, M1E1NH Kwang Vu said Tamiya gotta be goated of model kit. They literally made stuff for the whole model kit hobby community. They made paint, liner, thinner, and cool vehicle.
Okay, this one is stuck. I think I did something wrong here. Oh, no, wait, it works. But it is supposed to be a bit... Is this right? It doesn't seem right. Okay, we'll see. So 1, 2, okay. Okay, and then 3. Nope, you're not working. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3. And patch in. There we go. And fold it back like that. All the way in, that covers the knee, and this part is falling off. Double jointed knee goes in all the way. Oh, it has a little thing here. Okay. Where's my stuff? Yeah, well, Tamiya is a hobby. That's what they do. It's their hobby supply company. They cover everything.
From YouTube, M1E1NH Kwang Vu said Tamiya literally made planes, tanks, car, boat, and even battleship. And coolest part, they did a lot of sport and racing car like Mazda 787B.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that doesn't do much. Let's forget it. I was trying to do, there's a little piston here. I figure I'd do that, but apparently it doesn't. Doesn't look very good. I need to I don't have they don't. I have metallic markers now, but the problem is like they don't really. Let's see. Ah, crap! Look at that. I keep getting stuff on myself. Whenever I open these. Need to open those carefully. They're very new and have lots of paint in them. That's just a small, tiny modification there. Let me try it on this one. Looks a bit crappy, but oh well. Just a little piston type thing. I need to like figure out like what's the. I need to look at like actual machinery and like figure out like what do I want these to look like? What colors should these be? Like the joints. That should probably like some kind of metallic gray. Is this metallic? I don't know. So all of it's supposed to be metallic. Oh, that's better.
From YouTube, M1EA1NH Kwong Vu said fun part, Tamiya give you what you want. A cool tank with your own color and weathering.
Those are very smooth markers. Hopefully they last a while. Alright, let's try this guy. Yeah, Tamiya's... I mean, yeah, like I said, they are a hobby company. That's their specialty. Bandai is just a... Well, even though Bandai is like still superior. Like Tamiya doesn't really do fiction stuff. The whole model kit thing basically has been around forever. Since World War II, I guess. Or even before that. But it was a hobby for like rich people who could afford like having craftsmen build intricate little things. But then after World War II, after World War II, what happened? Well, like manufacturing technologies kind of became more widespread. Basically, a proper industrial revolution, I guess, scientific revolution. Things like plastics and stuff became more accessible, and you could make more intricate designs. Let's put this one on first, and then the other one. This should be a different color. So I'm just doing like some random detailing work there, which was unnecessary, I guess. I need to remember, like, this color is actually chrome. This doesn't look chrome, but this is actually chrome. Well, not chrome, but like shiny silver. Alright, so then that was some unnecessary detailing there, but oh well. Just like a little bit of detailing on the thing. Tiny amount. So I got 2 legs. There we go. That was easy. Legs. Now, oh wait, not done. The thing that differentiates left and right legs are these. joints. I mean, they could have done that for the arms. The instructions for the arms are separate, which didn't make sense. Oh yeah, Tamiya. They also have a very long history. I feel like they don't really make a lot of new kits. They do a line of like educational kits. It's more like toys you can assemble yourself. Some of it require batteries and wiring and stuff, so those are also fun. But yeah, they are a hobby company, so the range of product they have is very large. Okay, what am I doing with this? Nope. This one plus that one, I guess. This is A25 plus A27, and put that all inside of A30. Now come on. Is that the right? Oh, I said this one. One of them, because there's a narrower end and there's a wider end. I guess that would become the left leg, and that one would become the right leg.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said, I don't know if it's my phone, but it looks a little out of focus.
Yeah, sometimes the focus is a bit difficult. Okay, that's right. That's the correct. Oh, you're not going in. What the? There's kind of a gap there, which... Oh, okay. That's not how it's supposed to go. Oh, okay, that's a wrong thing. I see. Okay. So the longer one actually goes in there. So we have a wider bit there. Ah, there we go. That makes more sense. Hope the focus is fixed, not sure. Push that in all the way. There we go. That becomes our right leg, and this becomes our left leg. So if a part doesn't seem like it's gonna fit, shouldn't force it. Like I just did. That was a mistake. There's like lots of like little areas I feel like, yeah, like stuff like this can like get a little bit of detailing, because you have like signaling lights, I guess, all over the place. missing. Well, it doesn't show it, just like... Alright, that's the legs. Took a minute. A bit too dark. I guess the parts are just very bright, so they kind of reflect light a lot. Alright, we do the waist, and oh wait, we're not done yet. Legs. We have this part, and those, which go on top of the knees. I think it's always been the instinct of humans to get smaller versions of things just to like play with. Scale models of things. Okay, so that goes like so, with the shorter bit facing up. So clips on there. And then this one goes onto there. It becomes our knee kind of thing here. Clearly there should be something that goes in there, but apparently not. This is still just high grade. And clip that on the knees. There we go. Oh, now I can't even see the, oh, I guess I can. Just small detailing. I already got the legs done, actually, so, okay. Put those over there. Let's do the waist. Step 9. Of course, the front flaps clearly meant to be separated. Just use something like this, just to lift it off the ground. Use my saw there. Or you can use a nipper if you don't have a saw. Or I can just do this by hand, I guess. This is a jewelry saw, so it's a very useful tool to have. I'm just gonna go around and just... There we go. Very slight, very fine cuts there. Alright, so we got to separate things there. So now we need A13. Just look for nubs real quick, and we need to get that onto C24. Get those in here. Patch in. Oh, it clips on. Very nice. So, no. Like so. And hopefully you actually are able to get that on there without things falling out. Let's see here. Yep, it holds. Very nice. So now we have like independent flaps, otherwise we would have like the flap moving as one. Now we have like floppy flaps, which flap around. Hence flaps. And on the back, well, as you're on the top, we have this platform looking thing, very simple. No, it actually moves. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's a fun thing about which from Mercury kits. There's like surprising amount of articulation in the chest area. Like this adds a few more degrees to the bend forward of the chest here. It's kind of one of my complaints with, well, one of the things I don't like about a lot of high grade kits, especially, well, regular Gundams or other ones. The chest is basically just very rigid. And you pop that. This is A5. It has an option to kind of lock. There's multiple like steps it can lock into here. There's this. You can lock it here. You can lock it there. And you can lock it there. So basically, you can lock it at different angles. I think there's one right here too. Yeah. So basically, you can lock it at different angles for whatever reason. But yeah, it's kind of you can have the default here, which is flat on top, and that's it. I feel there should have been a sticker somewhere in here. Did I miss one? I think I'm missing a sticker. There's this thing which should have gone somewhere. Would have been on the chest. Or was I supposed to put it somewhere else? Chest. Nope. A1. Where does that go? Oh, it goes on the gun. Okay. This thing has a gun. This is a school for like, well, feels like a business school, but everybody's being trained in combat, and there's no war. Well, except you count the conflict with Earth forces occasionally, but is there a war in that universe? I don't know. Let me just put the gun together real quick. Yeah, we're doing the assembly anyway, so we need this as well on the sides. I forgot. So these are like extra attachment points. They have 3mm holes, so which is very common for lots of kits to have. What do you? Yeah, it just clips on the side here. This is what, C20 on either side. Clip, patchin, and another patchin over here. Alright, that's the waist. These can be used to attach different option parts, I guess. I guess there's a option kit for extra optional parts like that you can attach things to there, I guess. I might try to get that at some point. That's for the heck of it. Alright, so just clean this up a little bit. Again, also 3mm holes here on the side for more attachments. And upside down goes like in here, and there we go. This is kind of recessed, but oh well. Very simple design. That's all we have to do for the backpack. And now we do the weapons, which is also very easy. It's just, this is C34, C33, just press that all together. Yeah, very simple design there. As usual, this is very common for weapons to be just two slices of plastic just slapped together. And that one sticker there. think about scale, I guess, like it makes no sense for like giant weapons to have scopes on the same giant scale. All you need really is like a tiny camera, a telescope like mounted on here with like a tiny thing. The weapon can be oversized, but the instrument that guide it don't have to be. And then we have this here. It's a weapon, so it's attached to this thing. 3mm peg, so you can clip that on the hip here, like so. So that's the baton, like the thing to, if you have students like complaining about things, you can go around and hit them on the head with this. And we also have a shield and an antenna. It says, attach the part if you like. If you don't like the antenna, don't attach it. But I'm going to put the antenna on. There we go, because otherwise it has a little, it's a weird little hole on the head. This is funny. You can unlatch the head can eject, you can put on another head. For no reason. Alright, we got the antenna. It's not a horn, it's an antenna. This is for combat. Because they have, this is a rule from Mobile Fighter G Gundam. Like if you lose your head, you lose the battle. Like the head is useless, it's basically where some of the sensors are, so yes. To avoid casualties, the rule in combat is dueling at least. You put something on the head and then you knock it off, and then that's how you decide who wins. Blows to the cockpit are forbidden. Except in war, it doesn't matter. That's what you try to hit. Because if you hit the enemy pilot, the mobile stops working. Alright, so shield is B9 plus B4. You clip that in there. Like so. Oh, wait, wrong way. This way. Like so. And then on the outside, why is there a hole? Oh, I guess because the shape is hexagonal. But you have a little secret hole in here. And a nice dual tone shield here. Bit of cheaped out and just given you this whole thing as one piece of green plastic and have you put giant green stickers to cover it up. That's nice to give you two different parts, and that's all the parts. That is all the parts, and we used up everything. There's nothing left. Alright, so let's get to assembly. This was we finished building the various parts of finished building the various
From
parts
YouTube,
of,
Troy Simahoski said, "Heyo."
Hey Troy. Glad you could join us. We're basically in the end of the build. How long did I even take this? 2 hours? That was way too long. Probably should have taken like an hour and a half tops to build this. But yeah, we just finished building the Demi trainer, which surprisingly I didn't have. I mean, it came very recently. Okay, we start with a leg. We focus on the leg. Alright, there we go. And then step 2, another leg. Oops, what the hell is wrong with you? Why you? Ah, okay, you don't. I thought, yeah, the leg doesn't have the wrist. I mean, the ankle doesn't have a lot of movement. All right, so you got 2 legs. Colors look a bit faded. Oh well. So then we get the waist. Oops. Wait a minute, why is there a hole? I guess there's always been a hole there for attaching things. Alright. Has a nice flat platform to it. It feels like this could be the whole thing. It's basically a platform to carry things on, and it just walks around. It's just a construction thing. It's like a giant wheelbarrow or like some kind of like thing to like carry things around. And then put a chest on there, torso. This is the red unit. I'm gonna buy 4 more of these at some point. Make a full Sentai unit because they gave us extras. And then we put the arms on. Ah. Wrong side. That was a bit weird. Oops. There we go. Go. Yep, pop that in there. The arms were assembled wrong. The thing here was mounted on the wrong side. Why are you? Wasn't clipping on right. Other arm. And finally, oh wait, first backpack. Very simple backpack. He has a little, look at that. He has a little latch. It's a school backpack. So you can open this and put your books in there. Looks like a little latch, a cover here, and then you open it and the lid opens and you can like put your school stuff in here. Okay, and then finally the head. There we go. Very Zaku, well, it's like a grunt unit looking head. Applause. Bows. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, there we go. This is the Demi trainer. Very simple grunt unit. It doesn't take very long to assemble, but if you get, you're allowed to be distracted and stuff. So very simple unit. Very simple mecha from Mercury. Has decent articulation, not the most impressive. Like for example, the ankle here has like fairly, well, it has whatever reason, like it has crazy looking. I guess that's a bit. That's how you do the like this direction kind of rotation using the bit there, which kind of reminds me of Iron Blood Elephants. So you can do
From
stuff.
YouTube, Troy Simahoski said, "What's your favorite grunt suit?"
Still has to be. I mean, yeah, it's a Zaku 2, I guess. But these aren't bad. Like every single one of the grunt suits. Okay, that was kind of scary. So I need to move them a bit slowly. The articulations, they're not meant to be. They're not toys. They're like. So you can do stuff like that, can you? Oh, you can do a full split. Look at that. you can turn these to basically do. Oops. You can do a Van Damme split. It has decent occupation. So yeah, this is the next year we're probably reminded. So we built the Demi trainer from Mercury, number 9 in the lineup, kit from 2022. Modern Bandai technique, no polycaps, everything's made of this new softer polystyrene thing they have. This thing has like a very... It can do a bow essentially, which is uncommon. Like, at least, well, I guess most Wisher Mercury kits have that feature where they can do fairly deep bends on the spine here. It has a nice little gimmick. I'm not sure why exactly, but you can kind of lock the waist platform thing in 3 different positions, like this, which is like looking up like that, which is horizontal, and like even further up. Okay, I'm kind of messing with it now. I made these independent, but these are kind of causing problems. Okay, there we go. You can lean forward quite a bit, so, but by default it's like flat. Very simple design, very simple. Oh, there's the, I don't think it's a grunt unit, but there's the it's from Gundam 00. The Terran ground type, which is a green looking tank thing, which has like, it is very different from the rest of the 00 designs. That's one of the things I quite like too. I guess it counts kind of grunt unit. Oh, and also like from Unicorn, the those aren't grunt units.
From YouTube, C003, but said, oh yeah, I did design my own take on the Gundam. We'll post it on the Discord in a sec.
Oh yeah, do that, definitely. And this thing has like, I mean, yeah, it's a very simple unit. Oh, wait, things are peeling off here. Right, so, we have the waist, which has like this 3 locking mechanism. You have like, of course, your 3mm hole here for the action base. They don't bother anymore to like hide the hole, which is kind of sad, but that's the modern way of things. It has a hole here. I'm not sure if that's for like a weapon or like for like some connection. Probably will try to like, well, we need like a very fine brush to reach inside there and like paint that if it needs to be painted. They probably could have given us a sticker and just poked it in there with a toothpick or something. Arms are nice and simple, only has like a little more than 90-degree bend. Wrist turns all the directions. It has, interestingly, I guess that's very rare for like the Gundam Universe mobile suit. It has reasonable fingers for a mecha. Only 3 fingers. 2 large fingers for like, I guess, different things. And it's basically like a Ninja Turtle kind of thing. And if you remember those. But yeah, it's like, it's, oh wait, there's a locking mechanism here. You can lock the hands in place, it seems. Oh yeah, there's like little tabs here that help you like lock the hands in certain positions, I think. Kinda. Yeah, so just to help you like figure out whether to make it like line up with this axis. Very simple hands. I like the design of the arms, like big punchy arms. It doesn't have like Zaku legs, but the arms work as well. The green color reminds me of the Zaku. The torso is very simple, like I mentioned, the very deep, like very big articulation here on the spine, which is quite nice. Very different, very simple backpack. The armpits have this feature, which is nice, like more and more. Oops, okay, I'm not supposed to go like that. Let's put that back in there. Yeah. goes in quite far to basically allow it to give you a bear hug or do the whatever this is. Oops, now it's falling apart. Should have done that. Right, you can do stuff like that. Some parts need to be glued together, but usually not. Which from Mercury kits tend to have. I mean, modern Bandai kits tend to. It's flexing. Yeah, the head has this weird, because all the Demi trainers, all the Demi type things have this, I'm not sure why, latch that prevents the head from ejecting, I guess. Because it could be like, oh well, screw this, I'm out, and just like eject its head. Well, the top part of the head supposed to like eject, I guess. The head has a ball joint, although I don't think this thing can look up. That would be weird. It is supposed to be just flat like this and just spin. And not. It has a little antenna for like when it's doing dueling, so that's the thing that gets knocked off in duels. It's like regulation size antenna, unlike Guel's Dilanza, which has a giant feather the size of an apartment complex on its head. You have lots of little attachment points here, 3mm, 3mm, everywhere, like all over the place for like to attach option parts. There is an extra kit for this, for like extra parts. It comes with a standard rifle. Very easily slips in there. You don't have to take the hand apart at all. Or do ya? I don't think you do. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, okay. It's supposed to clip on there. There we go. It clips on the little hole here on the outside, so that becomes like that. That's a very nice little detail there. Oh, we do have 3mm holes also on here, so you can, if you feel insane, just attach whatever you want. So you can do like the patrol labor style grab. It has a baton, like a stick, a nightstick, a security guard stick to like enforce security, I guess. And it comes with a little shield. There's lots of options, lots of things to do. So let's get this out. The shield also same principle. You just have a little 3mm thing here that kind of clips on that little hole on the forearm. Very nice. Very simple grunt unit. You need to appreciate it. There's some, okay, maybe that I assembled it wrong, maybe, I don't think. But this seems to be a bit weak. This seems to fall apart a bit easily.
From YouTube, C003, but said the big chunky forearms are so fun.
This thing's kind of coming apart a bit. Might need to be glued together here. Like, which Mercury kits tend to have a very simple design philosophy. They're not super complicated. The impressive part is the fact they no longer use polycaps, and you can have more complex design in the spots where the polycap would take up space. It's a more tight design here. Like you can have like very open type ankles like these, where previously we have a very large polycap taking the whole space in the ankle. Let's try to, again, when you're moving limbs for posing, move them slowly. You don't want to accidentally stress parts. Let's try to make that flat. It's gonna be a simple pose. The exit. Yeah, very simple kit, very nice. Let's put the nightstick there. Like a sword. It just has a stick for bonking people on the head. And of course the chest can rotate. This one I think I stressed it out a bit so it's kind of not holding. it's not. I probably messed this up a bit. It's not holding as well as would have liked. Not bad, very simple pose. So you protect the chest while you're firing. That's where your pilot is. Nice small kit, very nice. Oh. We of course have the Demi trainer, well, Choo-Choo's Demi trainer, which is a slightly modified version with a different face, different colors, but essentially very similar. Different knees, I guess, with like extra boosters. A bit more elaborate armor on the thing here, and with wheels. It has wheelies. You can do, like, you can pop the wheelie and just do like the thing that kids used to do before. I mean, it made a comeback for a little while ago. On the heels you have little wheels to like slide around. Different armor on the... Yeah, it has a more Zaku vibe to it because it has like shoulder armor. And it has the same antenna as you would see on a command unit for Zaku. And of course the little like retaining mechanism for the head for it to not like pop off. So yeah, exactly the same unit, just different parts, I guess. So you could swap out parts. It does have a different backpack, I guess, which had that thing, and that goes where? Somewhere in there in the weapon, which provides extra power. Where does that even go? All right. That goes in there. But yeah, and this is not a review of the Choo-Choo's Demi trainer, but just mentioning it here that it exists, and this needs to be glued together. It has some weak points, and this can be attached somewhere. I forgot where. Oh, right, on the crotch. So yeah, you have extra. It's basically a giant crotch cannon. That's what we have here. So it goes around with its big old giant crotch flamethrower thing. Okay, that's the Demi trainer, but that's not the one we're reviewing today. Not the one we're building today. So I'm gonna just put that over there, and everything's just falling apart. I'm gonna put that away for now. But yeah, this one's not bad. I mean, I did have a little modification here where I added a little bit of reflective, just cut a bit of the foil sticker here to just put in the backing behind the eye, just to give it a little bit more reflection. Otherwise, it would have been simple thing here. It does, like, it has, at least according to the, that's the instructions here tell us where somewhere. Not on here. Where is it? I mean, it does say you can like have different stickers here. It's very rare for like staff antenna. That's where the staff goes. That's where the employees go take a break, I guess, and then they expect to get blown off in the middle of combat. You get a shield, beam gun, color guy, blah blah blah. But we can enjoy colorful results without painting already. That's what it says. Saber stick. Are you sure it's called saber stick? Easy to handle, simple to use weapon, suitable anti-mobile combat. Basically, yeah, it's just a stick. But the thing, okay, yes. 5 different units for central chess code. So basically, you're gonna have different teams essentially, or that's the idea. But like the way I'm seeing it here is like this is like Sentai colors. These are like Super Sentai colors. This is like the Red Ranger, the blue. I don't think there's a Purple Ranger. They are yellow and pink. Is there a Purple Ranger? I don't know. Usually it's like it would be a Black Ranger. I don't think there's a Purple Ranger. But yeah, basically you can build a whole team with different colors, and these could be like a Super Sentai unit. So that's the option, of course. That's the temptation you have with this kit, to buy 5 of these and build a whole unit. Completely pointless, but it's a temptation. So yeah, this is the thing. Okay, this thing is breaking off a bit too much. I probably messed with it a bit. Let's pop that up a bit. There we go. Okay, no, maybe not. You want it to be default? Okay. So let's just flatten those out a bit. There we go. A very simple pose. I'll do that for the exit. It's a very simple mobile suit, but very fun. Oh, there we go. Lots of options for like extra weapons and everything. Alright, yeah, so that was the build of the Demi trainer, essentially the grunt unit of the school for witchcraft and mobile suit piloting in Witch from Mercury. I mean, she is a witch, so it makes sense to school for witchcraft. Right? It's in the title. It's basically Harry Potter. So I've been building like large mobile suits for a while. Like, look at how small this thing is.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said, and they could also be the MS of the Ninja Turtles. You have the colors.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do have purple. But there are 4 Ninja Turtles and there's 1 extra. We do have a purple. We don't have a pink Ninja Turtle. We do have the 4 ones. So you could do like another 3 of these, and that would be the Ninja Turtles type thing. They don't have the Ninja Turtle weapons, but they do have the colors, right? Oh yeah, I could probably, well, it's a bit late here, but I could have like cut out this little strip here and stuck that behind the eye unit. That would have been very nice. Like it would have a little bit of reflection, the same color as the unit that it is in. I might do that for the, if I get more of these, I might do like a marathon build, which is probably going to be a bit boring for the same unit multiple times. When I do a marathon build, when I build all of them, maybe. Alright, so anyway, that's it. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did like, for no reason, just like painted a little bit here. Because I was playing around with my new metallic markers. Just added a little thing for the piston here. This should be fine. There we go. That should be our exit. I don't know why it seems a bit... why the color is so washed out. My camera kind of decides on its own, okay, these tones are very close together, so I'm just going to wash the whole thing out. It looks a bit vague.
From YouTube, C003, but said metallic markers always are good for rounded surfaces.
Okay, that's a bit better, I guess. Yeah, metallic markers are fun. The nice for like small details, just detailing little things. I try to do the same thing on this one here, it seems. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I tried to do the same thing on this one, apparently. Alright, that's the Demi trainer, so thank you all for watching, and I'm gonna be back on the 30th, so basically trying to do one every 3 days. I might try to change the schedule again and do like twice a week, but on specific days. It's kind of getting hard to track, like which days I'm supposed to be doing these things. But yeah, again, I keep trying to change the schedule because, well, I got work and stuff, so it's a bit more difficult now. Alright, but yeah, so this was the Demi trainer with a little... Should I paint that red? Yeah, let's do that. Just for whatever reason. Nice little red antenna. Okay, now it looks too dark. What the hell? Okay, close enough. Anyway, we built it. It's fun. I like it. I would recommend like getting a few of these if you ever get a chance. Just build your own like Ninja Turtle or Super Sentai unit. Well, not exactly. Well, yeah, I guess it makes more sense. Ninja Turtles makes more sense because you have the purple for Donatello. So, alright, that's it. And thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time. Have fun wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with. Like, subscribe, share, the usual. Tell your enemies, friends, families, cats and dogs, pets, whatever you have about this stream. Just have them watch it for no reason. And, well, it's be weird, but let's be honest. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time on the 30th of September, around 8 p.m. Eastern US time. That's GMT -4, I think? Or is it -5? I have no idea. I think it's -4. Or might be -5. Daylight savings time is so stupid. Anyway, so that's it, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said by Ando goodnight. From YouTube, Troy Simahoski said have a good night, everybody. From YouTube, Nerd on the Internet said thanks all for watching. Let's keep the typos going. From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said sure thing.